I'm going to be ranking the best buyout cards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, we have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 45 of the best buy now cards in the game. If you guys don't know what I mean by a buy now card, it's going to be any card under 100,000 MT that you can buy for a buy now or a buy out. Those are the exact same things, but then there's also other cards that are bid cards, so we're not going to be including those cards in this tier list. Bid cards are guys like Luka Doncic or LeBron, or cards you have to bid on that go for over 100,000 MT. So this is just going to be the tier list of the best cards for under 100,000 MT, which is considered the buyout card. So the first card I want to talk about is going to be the Dark Matter Cade. He's going to be in that B tier category, and yeah, a lot of these cards are going to be extremely good value. They're all going to be under 100k, so they're somewhat affordable, and some of these cards are extremely good for their price. But yeah, Cade is 6'8" point guard, 7'1" wingspan. I will say Cade will be a lot higher on my list if he had a better jump shot and some better defense, because I feel like in game this card really doesn't play as good a defense as he should. Being a 6'8" point guard, 7'1" wingspan, Cade always has a great player model in my team. I feel like he should be a way better defender, and also his jump shot I feel like is super slow and a little bit baited at times at that point guard position, but he does have some pretty good dribble sigs, and he's still unbelievably good at going to the basket, finishing at the rim, and he does get great dunk animation. So I think Cade, because he's 6'8" at point guard, I still think he's got to be in that B tier category. Now Big Z on the other hand, I think is probably an A tier. He is such a dominant buy now card, only about 50k on the auction house, 7'3" at that small forward and shooting guard position with a 7'6" wingspan. And that's going to be the main reason why Big Z is so dominant and such a good card, is because of his height, his player model, his size for the small forward and shooting guard spot. He can still knock down threes, he can mash, he can defend, and he can be such a big mismatch on the offensive end. So I do think Big Z got to be an A tier. Jaylen Brown, I'm going to probably go B tier. I don't mind this Jaylen Brown card. I think he's solid. I just think there's going to be a lot better of buy now cards. He's not bad though. He's 6'6" at the 2, really good all around stats and badges. His jump shot's a little bit baited, but does have some elite level dribble sigs with the Steve Francis size up and the Trey escape as well. So Jaylen Brown, not bad. He's just going to have to be in C tier in my opinion. Bill Russell, I still think you got to give Bill Russell A tier. He's still one of the best defensive cards in the game. 6'10" at small forward, 7'4" wingspan, and like I said, he's one of the best defensive cards. Vince Carter, I'm really debating putting Vince in A tier. Or putting Vince in S. I think I'm gonna go A tier for now. Like, I'm not 100% sure who are gonna be like the top 5 buy now cards. You know, I will put Vince Carter. I do think most likely he's gonna be in the S tier category. 6'6" at shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan. I mean, you can still make an argument he's somewhere in the top 5 to 10 shooting guard range, which is really good for only being like 65 to 70k on the auction house. But yeah, he's super fast, 97 speed, 97 acceleration. He's one of the best rim running cards in the game with a 99 driving dunk, 99 vertical, and this Vince Carter go-to dunk gets you some of the craziest dunk packages in the game. So it's really nice to have Vince on your squad if you're looking for an offensive 2 guard, and I do think he's probably going to be a top 5 to 7 buy now card in the game. DeMar DeRozan, I'm not gonna lie, I was super impressed with how good DeMar was. I was not expecting him to be that good. He's 6'7" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan. He could do it all. He can defend, he can rebound, he can slash to the basket, he can play make, he's fast, he can knock down threes, he's amazing at going to the basket, he's got good dribble sigs, has a good jump shot, solid defensive tendencies. Like, I'm really high on DeMar DeRozan. I think he might actually be in that A tier category. Dirk Nowitzki, I think probably also going to be an A tier, a 7'1" power forward, and we know Dirk's going to be amazing on offense with a 7'1" at that power forward position, 7'3" wingspan. He's got a 99 3 ball, 99 mid range, almost every single Hall of Fame shooting badge in the game, and also does have one of the faster jump shots, I will say, for the power forward position. So if you like fast releases, especially at your power forward for in the catch and shoot, I mean, Dirk's just all around an offensive beast and then can hold his own on the defensive end. I think Kevin Durant probably going to be in C tier. He's not a bad card, just like Jaylen Brown. They're not necessarily bad cards. It's just for this Kevin Durant, he's 6'10" at small forward, 7'4" wingspan. That is great for KD. One of the best things about this card, and I'm really looking forward to his invincible, but they need to change his jump shot, and they especially need to change his dribble sigs. I mean, I guess he could get away with his jump shot on very quick timing, but he needs way better sigs. He needs a better size up. He needs a better escape, or I just don't think that invincible is going to be anything too crazy if we want Kevin Durant to be a top level small forward, and I assume he could probably play the shooting guard position on his invincible card. But yeah, KD for now, for the supersonic version. He is a buy now, which is kind of crazy for a dark matter KD, but I do think he's going to have to be in C tier. Glenn Robinson, I kind of want to go somewhere in the middle of B or A. I do think he might be on that DeMar DeRozan level, so I will put him in A tier. I will also put D-Rob in A tier. I think D-Rob is another great power forward just on the level of Dirk, except Dirk's more of an offensive power forward, where D-Rob's more focused on defense, rebounding, great size for the power forward position, and also can knock down threes. And I think Glenn Robinson is a very similar shooting guard to DeMar DeRozan, can pretty much do everything on the court at a super high level. Julius Randle, wasn't really the biggest fan of this card. Oh, no, sorry, that's Draymond Green. Thought that was Julius Randle. I think Draymond's also going to have to be an A tier. I think he's a top 10 point guard. He only goes for like under 50K. He's probably around like 40,000 MT right now. And he's honestly super overpowered at that point guard position. I think Dwight, though, gonna have to be in B tier. I think Dwight's one step down below a Dirk and a D-Rob. I really do like Dirk, though, or I really like Dwight. I think he's amazing on defense. He's 6'11", has a great player model, great defensive stats and badges, and is also one of the more athletic cards in the game. So I'm gonna go Dwight Howard probably in that high B tier category. James Harden, I would say probably also B tier. I would say really high B. I don't know if he's on the same level though as a Draymond. I would say Draymond personally over Harden, even though I think Harden's super fun to use on offense. And if you're looking for the fun factor, then yeah, James Harden, one of the more fun cards to use in the game. Nice voice crack. Ja Morant, though, gonna have to be in D tier. Even though Ja is the best shooter in the game, he probably should be at the shooting guard position, if anything, with Ja. But yeah, he's such a good shooter. He can knock down threes at a very high level. We know he's gonna be able to shoot that ball very well. And then going to the basket, Ja's gonna be a really fun point guard to use. He gets great contact dunks. He's super fast, great at getting to the basket. He's just not gonna be that tall in game. So I do think he's gonna have to be in that D tier category. Hedo Turkoglu, he might honestly be in the S tier spot. I will put Jonathan Isaac, though, in S. Hedo Turkoglu, though, super cheap now, under 10,000 MT for his hero version, and he's still one of the better point guards in the game. And with Jonathan Isaac, he's just a better version of a Bill Russell, in my opinion. He's just Bill Russell with a better jump shot and better dribble sigs. Jermaine O'Neal, I'm gonna go B tier for Jermaine. Yes, his jump shot is completely terrible, but I still do think he provides great value with his size at the small forward position, being 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. He's just like Big Z with a worse jump shot and obviously a little bit shorter. Jimmy Butler, I'm gonna probably also go in B tier alongside Cade. I would definitely take Draymond over Cade. I'd definitely take Draymond over Cade and maybe over Jimmy Butler as well. I think Jimmy probably in the high B tier category because that point guard, he still does have like a pretty good jump shot. He's still going to be an elite defensive card, especially on the perimeter. 92 block, 98 steal, 98 perimeter, 94 interior defense. So I think Jimmy going to be somewhere in that high B tier category. Gary Payton, I'm probably also going to go in B tier. I think Gary Payton actually super underrated at point guard. Like, he's only an inch smaller than James Harden, but he plays way better defense than Harden. He's got just as good at dribble sigs. He's got just as good as dunk packages. And his jump shot is also very elite, but his defense, his player model, I think puts him in that B tier category. Jalen Green, though, I will say is probably a tier below. Really not the biggest fan of Jalen Green. Same thing with Embiid, same thing with Kawhi. I just don't think they're going to be in B tier. Kawhi, I don't like his jump shot, even though he's one of the best perimeter defenders. I just don't like his release. And Joel Embiid has great stats and badges. He's actually a buy now for his hero card, which means he's dropped a ton in price after these new hero super packs. But I do think he's probably got to be in C tier. Just don't like his release. Now, Shawn Kemp, I'm probably going to go either really high B tier or low A. I'm gonna go low A for Shawn Kemp. I think he's really good at small forward. I do like him a little bit more than Jermaine O'Neal at that small forward position. Lance, I'm going in A tier. I know it might sound crazy, but I really like Lance Stevenson, and I think he's on that same level as Draymond. I think they are very, very similar point guards. Brook Lopez, probably also got to be in the A tier category. Manu Ginobili, I will go B tier. A really good offensive point guard in Manu, just lacks a little bit of size at that point guard position. Marc Gasol, I think you also got to give the A tier to an amazing power forward, 7'1", great player model, can knock down threes, can defend, he's fast, he can rebound, he can really do everything at such a high level at power forward, and he's only about 20,000 MT. LaMelo Ball. Now, I think LaMelo, you probably still give low A tier just because he's still got an amazing jump shot for the point guard position. Still one of the better point guard jump shots in the game. He's 6'7", can drive to the basket and play solid defense. Mitchell Robinson, I'm gonna go high B tier. I think he's like that one step below a Brooke Lopez, a D-Rob, those type of cards, a Marcus All at that center position. MJ, I'm gonna have to go in C tier. Just don't really think he's that great of a card, to be honest. I mean, his hero version is one of the better point guards, but I think this one isn't that great in my opinion. Penny Hardaway, gonna have to be somewhere in the B tier category. I think he's just another, Cade Cunningham type of card. Like, I do like Penny a little bit more than Cade just because he feels faster on the courts and a little bit better defensively. Pink Diamond Peter, probably also gonna be on B tier, same level as a Mitchell Robinson. Has great size for the center position. He's 7'2", 7'10" wingspan. Just don't know if you can put him any higher than B tier. I'm also going to go Paul George in B. I think Paul George is very underrated at that shooting guard and small forward spot. I think he's got great size for the shooting guard position. Like, he's 6'9" at shooting guard, 6'11" wingspan. His stats, his badges are going to be damn near perfect. He's great at getting to the basket. I don't mind his dribble sigs, and his jump shot can be good at times, especially in the catch and shoot. So for me, I'm gonna put Paul George in that B tier category. Ralph Sampson, easy S tier. Don't think there's really even a debate when it comes to that. I mean, he's still one of the best center cards in the game, 7'4", 7'8" wingspan. I think Ralph Sampson might be the best buy now card currently in the game. Ray Allen, I'll probably go B tier. He's still a really good offensive shooting guard. I would just take DeMar, Glenn Robinson. I would take those type of cards over Ray Allen. Dennis Rodman, probably also going to be in B tier. I really do value his defense. I think he's one of the best defensive cards in the game, and he can actually knock down threes and be pretty good at going to the basket. So I do think Rodman might actually be in the B tier category. I like him over Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard at small forward. Ron Artest, though, gotta be in the S tier category. I think one of the more slept on point guards in the game. He's one of the best defensive point guards. He's got an elite level jump shot, really good dribble sigs. I mean, Ron Artest really does it all at the point guard position. Jalen Rose, I'm gonna go somewhere in the high B tier category. Derrick Rose, on the other hand, I'm gonna go in D tier. Sabonis, just because of his height, I'm gonna put in B. I would take Pink Diamond Peter though and Mitchell Robinson over Sabonis. He is 7'3" though with a 7'6" wingspan. I just don't like Sabonis's jump shot, so I think he's gonna have to be in B tier. Scalabrine, easy A tier. Don't think there's really a debate in my opinion. One of the better small forwards in the game. I think Shea will probably also be in the A tier category. A great offensive point guard, has a good jump shot and can knock down threes. Pascal Siakam, I'm gonna have to go in C tier, probably on the same level as a Kevin Durant and a Kawhi Leonard. I really do like Pascal Siakam, but his jump shot's gonna be way too baited and way too slow in my opinion. Thurl Bailey, I'm gonna go probably low A tier. Bill Walton, I'm also gonna go in A tier, on the same level as D-Rob and Dirk. And then for the last card is gonna be Will Chamberlain, who I'll throw somewhere in that B tier category. So now we gotta move at least one of these cards from A tier into the S tier category, and I'm gonna go Big Z. I think I'm gonna go Big Z, and I think I might also go Hito Turkoglu, but I think I'll just leave those top 5 cards there in the S tier category. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys are changing about my buy now card tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.